Welcome to Real Zeal, a podcast like no other, brought to you by yours truly, Trish Burke.
And James Burke, ADHDers loud, proud and unfiltered.
We are absolutely honoured to bring you all the topics, big to small and everything in between, in a way that is honest, truthful, with a veil of compassion, all in the name of ensuring everyone feels heard and validated.
We can't wait to host a myriad of guests that will blow your mind, and we're going to have candid conversations that will absolutely knock your socks off.
So get your tissue box ready for the tears that you might shed. Pad up because you're going to piss yourself laughing.
Strap yourself in and get yourself ready for some real zeal.
Well, hello and welcome to what is now season 2 of Real Zeal.
That's it.
We are absolutely thrilled to be here with you. I am your host, Trish Burke, and meet the co-host.
What?
This is the truth bomb that people have been waiting for. Burkie keeps reappearing, James Burke, formerly, but also casually known as Burkie on the show, is now
Here to stay.
Here to stay.
Can't get rid of me anymore.
Well, he also brings a lot of real zeal and the perspective of a male ADHDer, which I think is going to enhance the engagement, I think, from all the sorts, and also give a different lens and perspective.
Yeah.
We are still going to have guests.
Yeah.
But please welcome Burkie, James Burke, back to Real Zeal for his 4th potty with us.
Yeah.
But the future
But the
is
first as
bright.
well.
The first of season 2.
Yes.
We are traversing some new landscape, friends. And for our listeners that are not seeing us on YouTube and our excellence,
Sucks to be you.
well, we will describe each other for you just to help you out, to hook a brother or a sister up, just to make sure you are visualising correctly. Now,
Mind you, not to literally hook you up because both of us are happily married to other people.
we don't want to be hooked up to you. We just want you to know what we look like. Do we actually? I don't know. Anyway, Burkie is sitting to my left, which
She had to look at her hands for those listening as well.
I'm
to work out which is on the
neurodivergent.
left.
That's a thing.
Oh, I learned the other day, like, some people will use, like, if they're, like, nerds, like me. If they can't
Hear
do...
a hissing noise?
I can hear a hissing noise. So I hope you guys enjoyed that last little minute of while we just walked around the house.
The mystery is solved. Not at all.
There was no mystery. No, there wasn't. There was
There was a mysterious
There was a mystery,
noise,
yes.
And we don't know what it is. Is that balloon deflating?
Nope.
No. Well, look, that was a side quest if ever I saw it.
Ever was a side
I've now moved the side quest controller into the plant where you can reach.
Excellent.
Because you are a co-host now. You have got power. Tim did not get the power in episode 7. He asked if he could control the light, and I said fat no. No to him. So
Sorry, Tim.
I'm going to be describing Burkie to you. There was a side quest before about a weird hissing sound, which you may or may not have heard. We have investigated. We do not know what it is still, and that will burn a hole in my brain while we are talking. But we move on. Burkie is sitting to my left. Neurodivergent people do hold up their hands sometimes to discern left and right. It is, I don't know, not all neurodivergent people, but some find left and rights particularly difficult to just on the fly. Other days I'm really good. Some days a little bit stuck.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It also depends on what time of the day and how much you've eaten and whether you've had your meds or not and blah, blah, blah.
Conditions are not perfect today. I am post-op after a hysterectomy. I'm not medicated. I'm not on in any pain, but not on pain medication. And I am just a little bit delulu because I haven't been at work and I've just been in relaxed kid mode.
Yeah. Sounds good, actually.
It's been pretty sweet. I could be a stay-at-home.
Can I book in for a hysterectomy so I can have, like, 3 weeks sitting at home doing nothing?
You do not have a uterus. Maybe you could have a testerectomy.
Hysterectomy?
That's a removal of the testes,
I mean-
but then that would make you a eunuch, and then that would be odd.
And then I can't offer the male perspective in the podcast.
No, we will keep your pieces as they are.
But we would be the world's most premier ADHD unique podcast. Not that I'm going to do it.
Oh my word! I think your wife would have words about this.
She would, yes.
She'd be like, friggin' messed up. Keep your appendages, mate. I like them. Maybe, maybe not. I reckon she would like them. We're not traversing that topic.
No!
We are describing you to the listeners because YouTubers can see that you are excellent and glorious. Burkie has the most wonderful different hoodie on. I believe it is a MacPack hoodie.
It is a MacPack, so your husband will like me.
It is a staple
hang on.
apparel.
And
And
double
it's
MacPack.
double MacPack. Backpack for one and all. We do not endorse particular products or outfits, but it appears that Burkie
We do endorse end of season clearance sales.
We do for she and he. And the bank account. You're welcome. Burkie is wearing a backpack hoodie. It is navy blue, light blue jeans. He is playing with his balls, which are not his testicles. They are magnetic balls that are about the size of golf balls, I would say.
Yeah.
And they're textured and different Pantones of green. Burkie has a beard moustache combo and a bald head, which I believe you would have to shave to get the edge bits.
I've got to get the edge bits. Like, nothing grows on the top, but definitely around the sides I have to shave.
Do you like turtle wax your head or anything to make it shinier?
I moisturise, yeah. After a shave, you've got to moisturise.
That's a lesson to all of those that are on the shaving journey. Legs, heads, whatever.
Whatever you're shaving, moisturise afterwards.
Moisturise afterwards.
Your skin will thank you.
I was going to say that.
It's why
We
do
are
this
on
together.
the same wavelength. Sick.
Yeah.
Burkie is bubbly, bright, cheerful, and he has a gorgeous caramel coloured skin, which stays that colour all year round, probably darkens a little bit over summer.
Yep.
And obviously dark hair to go with that as well. Dark brown bordering on black potentially.
It is black.
Burkie is multicultural.
I am, yes.
There is a bit of pepper coming through the beard.
Yeah.
And moustache.
Salt, actually.
Salt.
The salt is coming through. The pepper's been there
is
since
the
day one.
remaining
Yeah.
stuff. But then sometimes when you crack pepper, there is the lighter
Yeah,
colour.
true. Yeah.
I'm very confused.
Well,
about
I do
that.
actually have like some red hairs in me thanks to my mixed race background.
What?
Yeah.
That is a recessive gene.
Yeah.
How did that creep through?
I don't know, but
Only in your beard? I don't
only in
know.
my beard. I never had any red hairs on my head when I had hair on my head.
What about down there?
No red hairs down there either.
Oh.
But for some reason in the beard, yes. And so like, especially like if like when you're driving and like the sunlight hits you and you look up in the mirror and you're just like, whoa, I can see every single aspect of my face that I've never seen in this much detail before.
Because of sunlight.
Exactly. The red hairs just glow, and I'm just like, ooh, that's red, and that's red, and that's red, and that's red, and
It's like an auburn.
yeah.
How nice for you. What a multicultural
That's
beard
it.
you have.
Yes.
Burkie is bright, bubbly, cheerful, warm, gives the best hugs. If you don't know Burkie, get yourself a version of Burkie that gives the best hugs because your life will be richer for it, I
true.
promise you.
Yep.
And that is Burkie in a
is me.
nutshell. He is average height for a male
It's true.
in Australia.
Yep.
And he is a mixed race
Half
between...
half Aussie, half Malaysian Indian.
That is a delicacy of foods that I
yeah.
will want to put my face in.
Yes.
Not in you, Burkie,
No.
in the food
in the
of your
food
culture.
that my mum cooks. Yes.
And you would probably want to put your face in the food my mum cooks.
Yes, this is true.
Because I am also multicultural.
And
Half
ours?
Indonesian, half Dutch. I call that Eurasian.
Yep.
And it is a fusion of delight.
And for those who maybe haven't heard any other episodes I've been on before, we occasionally in our younger days got mistaken for siblings because we bounce
Very well.
and have that kind of sibling energy very highly and have since like day one.
100%.
But also both, even though different flavors of Eurasian kind of came out enough similarities that people are just like, oh yeah, brother, sister, right? I'm like, nah. All right, so my
okay.
turn to describe Trish.
Yes,
Trish
bring.
is sitting next to me here. As much as she says my skin is caramel, your skin is also very caramelly, accentuated with your lovely face full of freckles. I love that you own your freckles and your freckles are you, and then you don't cover them up and
identity.
things like that.
No, there is no makeup ability. I don't have the time for that shit, Burkie. And also, my face is not caramel all year round.
Okay, well,
In winter, it goes a dissatisfying tone of yellow because I've got yellow Asian undertones. And at one point, someone at my workplace asked if I was jaundice. And I said, no, I'm half Asian. She goes, oh, sorry. And I said, you're sorry that I'm half Asian or you're sorry that you got it wrong? And she was like backed into a corner.
was she implying both the same kind of conditions that might need to be recovered from?
It was her first day and she struggled.
Yeah,
She struggled.
she would.
She was in a position where I was supervising her.
I was about to say, were you her boss?
No, I wasn't her boss, but she thought because she was significantly more senior than I was in age, and she just outed with this not very well thought out question. And I just had no spoons that day, only knives, spoons for capacity. And basically I just laid into it and
Nice.
everyone was stifling giggles.
Nice. I love it.
And she feared me for the rest of the week,
As you would.
considering I was someone half her age.
Yep. Perfect.
Thank you for the
Trish-
compliments on my freckles.
You're welcome. Trish is sitting next to me wearing a very vibrantly pink jumper, knit jumper, on top of some florally denim pants.
Floral print on
floral
denim.
print, not denim made out of florals. That would be an interesting concept.
Lady Gaga wore a meat dress.
That's true.
I won't be doing that. That feels cold.
Fair enough. But you've even gone floral pink socks matching as well. So she has coordinated her outfit from top to bottom, as
You're
she probably
welcome.
does all the time. And not to forget to mention, the lovely, colourful, multicoloured glasses. Trish has glasses for every occasion.
I do. I have been asked repeatedly by the optometrist whether I want contact lenses, and I said I don't like touching my eye. One, I spent 30 minutes learning how to do it, and it was a waste of my time and the person trying to help me. And I actually think glasses are a bit of an accessory.
Yeah, well, that's it.
And I found an online brand that you can put your prescription into and get $30 pairs of glasses.
Heck yes.
Exhibit A. I will put that into the show notes in case people are
Yeah.
curious for a cheaper option.
Said that to my wife as well. She always likes having glasses for accessories.
Oh, well, I shall.
Yeah.
I actually have a friend's code. I'll send it to my friend Beth.
That's it.
Who's
There you
my
go.
real friend in
Your
real
real
life,
friend in real
Burkie.
life.
So excited. So we actually have just shared
Yes.
the biggest bomb of all. Today is the bomb episode. No one's going to die, but the first bomb is that Burkie is here to stay. He is here to stay for as long as he cares to, and no one is held against their will, but he will be a co-host on Real Zeal, and it'll be the Burkie, the Burkies.
The Burkies. Yes. Yes.
Oh, this is funny. We're going to have to talk about what we're going to
How do
actually
we
call
brand this?
ourselves
Yes,
in a
exactly.
plural. But yeah, brother from another mother, not related. We've got some BB bounce.
Yep. And the same surname, just to confuse things.
Spelt the correct way, Burke.
The only way.
The only way. And we are friends. And we are neurokin, ADHDers, with trauma bonds as well.
Yes.
Not autism, not ADHD, not that there is anything wrong with being an ADHD. I would happily take extra letters after my name, as we all know. I do love extra
You do love collecting.
qualifications.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, ADHD can present, autism ADHD hybrid, can present very similarly to trauma plus ADHD.
In fact, I got screened for that by my psych. For
the trauma or for the autism?
Well, no. So I was diagnosed with ADHD before I found this psych to work with, and she has ADHD as well, which was amazing. So she's like,
she
I know
gets
how to, she gets
you.
me. She knows how to
Love.
understand these things. So good. And then at one stage she was like, so how do you feel about maybe doing some screeners for ASD as well? I'm just like, how come? She's like, well, some of the way things are playing out would perhaps make me think that there's more than just the ADHD going on there. So we did the screeners. No autism there. Just the trauma with the ADHD. So it presents in a similar way. It
does
looks like an
indeed.
ADHD, but no, it's just me being my neuro-spicy, sparkly self.
Love this. Love this. Now, for those of you out there that are in a quandary, is it trauma? Is it autism with the ADHD that's
Why
already
not
tracking?
both?
Why not all? Probably is trauma lumped in there as well if you're ADHD.
Big T or little T trauma?
Well, what? Is there a difference?
Oh, do you know about Big T and little T trauma?
One's full fucked and one's a little bit fucked?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I do know what it is. We might unpack that later.
Yeah.
Continuing on, today is the explosion after explosion bombs.
Yes.
Burkie and I have prepared some questions for each other that the other has not heard or
Help.
seen.
Please help.
I'm very excited.
I have no idea how this is going to go.
We had to do some silly ones and some more in-depth serious ones.
Yep.
How are we going to decide who goes first?
I think you get to go first.
Ladies first,
Ladies
he
first.
says.
That's it.
Right. Well, if you could only eat one thing and only drink one thing that is separate to the food
Ooh.
for the rest of your life,
Oh.
what would those respective food and beverages be?
So this is where these questions, my brain screws me over every single time because it's just
No,
like,
today, what would it be? Because we all
but
know.
what about in this circumstance? But what about that? And then what about in this condition?
What's your flavour? Tell me what's
So
your
I reckon
flavour.
one of the longest drink is easy.
Yep.
Longest favorite drink ever, as like going back at least 30 plus years.
Yep.
A&W root beer.
Root beer, like American root beer.
American root beer because
I don't
there's
think I've ever tasted that. Can
was-
you bring over a can next time?
yeah, I will bring cans over next time. There
Maybe,
is
yeah, like maybe we can hang out on the weekend.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
great. Good
great
plan.
idea. Mum's from Malaysia. She's
Yeah.
in Malaysian Indian, but so Indian. All of her family's Indian ethnically, but live in Malaysia. So as kids would go over there every second year for a month and stay over there with the family. And there's a restaurant chain from the US, I believe, called A&W, A&W, and they have root beer and do root beer floats and curly fries and things like that. And that was a treat that we'd have. And you can buy it in cans and bottles as well and everything like that. And like as long as I can remember, favorite drink.
Where do you buy it actually from now?
Like here, you can get it at like most Asian supermarkets and things like that. So
It's in an Asian supermarket.
Yeah.
I would have thought you would have to go to the candy stores that sell American lollies and cereals.
Yeah, I think Singapore had one as well, or has a couple as well. So if some of those Southeast Asian countries had A&Ws, and so it's in the Asian supermarkets.
Okay, root beer is your beverage.
Yep.
And food
Oh, food is so hard.
for the rest of your life.
Oh my days! Like, I am partial to like and you're not going to like this,
An egg.
a 4-cheese wood-fired pizza. So a quattro formaggi with the blue cheese.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's okay. I know you're not a fan of the blue cheese.
I'm okay with the cheese though, and the blue cheese isn't everything in it.
True.
It's intertwined.
I reckon that on a wood-fired pizza done like properly, where it's like in the proper wood-fired thing, it's like 30 seconds is all it takes. Is
What are the 4 cheeses on a traditional pâté di formaggi?
So there's blue cheese.
Yep.
There is buffalo mozzarella.
Yep. Okay, well,
Yeah.
you can't go on MasterChef because
Nah.
you can't name the cheeses.
That's why you're the one applying for MasterChef, not me.
Yes, which I have done, and I'm sitting on my haunches just waiting for the email to say rejected or accepted. Obviously, accepted is the preferred.
Yeah.
But you got to throw your hat in the ring.
That's it.
And if you don't try, you'll never know, and it'll burn a hole in your brain if you're an ADHDer.
That's true. Yeah.
It literally has burnt a hole in my brain since the end of season 1 when
So-
I decided I wanted to apply.
It's true. And now she has applied and submitted it. And even though it says we will take a few weeks to get back to you after our
Fucking
application.
checking my emails like a
every
mother
day.
trucker.
It's been 3 days. And she's like, why haven't they gotten back to me yet?
Because my audition video, which is on the socials page
You
for
can
you
see
to
it.
look at should you wish,
Yep.
I thought it was pretty great,
I thought it was pretty great too.
considering I edited it myself.
That's why I thought it was pretty great.
And I was just post-surgery, so I legit threw on a shirt to cover up my swollen abdomen. And
Thought you were about to say you were still half under anaesthetic.
no, well, it wouldn't surprise me. And I smacked on some makeup just to try and look alive. And I was probably still quite drugged up on the good drugs.
Excellent.
So anyway, I produced a little bit of a nice video and I sounded half decent. That was the
You
first
did?
take.
Yeah.
First
That's
take
impressive.
was the best take.
First take is always the best take.
Just so you know, these podcasts,
why we
first
don't
take
have
is the only take.
Exactly.
Okay.
Do anything else again?
Pâté di formaggi and root beer. Would you
Yeah.
have those together?
No, not normally.
Yeah, interesting. I was going to say, interesting combo.
Yeah, with the pizza, give me a nice like pale ale beer or a cider. or
Okay,
something
you
like
guys
that.
are on
So-
drinks for
yeah,
Saturday.
okay, fair enough. Done.
Cool. All right, okay. Your turn.
My
First
turn.
question.
Oh, first question. First question.
He's not even ready, people.
Sorry, I'm once on my phone.
He's checking his phone texties.
Yep. Okay. For those of you that know Trish and know what she's done before, this will maybe make sense to you a little bit more. How do you balance unhinged, unfiltered Trish with professional health practice owning Trish?
Oh, well, I've actually unmasked at work.
Ooh.
Being my own private practice, I just sent
You're
out
the
an
boss, you
email
get
and
to.
just said, I'm neurodivergent too, so let's all have a little bit of grace and kindness in this space.
Yeah, wow.
But I actually, some days when I'm having a really maxed out day and it's towards the end of the day, I'll actually say to the family when I collect them from reception, I'm feeling a little bit maxed out, little guy. The lights are a little bit more dim. If you want to take your shoes off, that's all cool. Like as you need to enter the room, that's fine. But I'm just letting you know that we're using our quiet talking voices in the room. And I just let my needs be clear to the family, or I'll let a family know, hey, just so you know, I'm a little bit under the pump with some other things that have popped up this week. That thing that you were waiting on, it's coming.
Yep.
So I do make that clear.
Yep. You are a professional.
I am a professional. I did go on the quest for a formal diagnosis, and I was happy to just identify as an ADHDer, but I actually got the diagnosis so I could get meds to be a little bit more, I guess, reined in or focused and to work and execute something to its entirety. Now, in a session with a client, that does not falter whether I'm medicated or not.
Yeah.
But in terms of executing some of the more administrative side of the
Writing
jobs.
reports and stuff like that.
Writing reports, sending an invoice. Well, that's important in a business.
Yep.
If you have no cash flow, you can do nothing and pay no one, including yourself.
Yes.
So in terms of those kind of things, and also hiring support, like hiring the people that are good at crunching the numbers, because I don't like doing it. There's no dopamine in the accounting side of it for me, so I pay for that. Yeah. How do I balance the bounce? Well, I'm just authentically myself at work now.
Yeah, cool.
And you get what you get.
Do your colleagues see more of this side of Bouncy Trish than patients and clients do?
I think it's about equal.
Okay.
So there have been some sessions where some kids have been like, Trish, I don't think your medication's working anymore. You are excellent. But they've actually said this is excellent.
Yeah.
Which has been really affirming and encouraging. But in that, it's also helped families to be more real and authentic with me and be themselves. So actually, don't have the energy to rein it in and put on the costume, put on the masks. As if you want to backpedal to season 1, episode 10, we talk about not just putting on a mask and masking, but we also putting on a costume and dressing the part of that mask. And that's something that I don't do.
Cosplaying as adults.
Yeah, cosplay as adults. There you go. We shan't be calling that because cosplay's already been taken for a purpose. Yeah. But
it's essentially
similar,
the same thing.
Same but different.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
but there's something amazing. Yeah, there's something amazing about that. Like if the kids especially can see that, hey, you're a person that's also neurosparkly, and yet you're the professional here that's helping me with this. Like, you're not just going to be some tired old person who's telling me what to do because that's what it's supposed to be or something like that. Well, you get it. You understand. And for the families as well.
It's not conforming therapy.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
not what occupational therapy is. It's about discovering your purpose and your roles and how you're going to contribute and your uniqueness within your capacity.
Yeah.
And when my capacity is lower, I communicate that to families and kids, and they go, oh, okay. And I even do it with my own kids. We've discussed that in previous episodes as well, that when we're having a cooked day, we just say, hey guys, we're having breakfast, dinner, or it is quiet time, do your own thing. Please don't jump on me. I can't handle any more of that today. And people can actually be respectful of that if they know. But it's when you don't tell them, that's when the problems happen, because they're like, why are you being cagey? Why are you being removed? Why are you being weird or not yourself? But if you straight out just go, I'm having a day and I'm cooked, they can go, oh. And then if you can say, and because of that, I'm doing X, Y, Z, then all good. I had a session where I lost my voice. I had laryngitis. I didn't have a session. I had a week of sessions of no voice. I whispered, which is worse for your voice. I know. Shush you, speechies that are naysaying me now. But I actually I wrote, we did a lot of writing, like scrawled on little notebooks and communicated that way. But we had such authentic connection in that week, because I said, I'm really sorry, I've lost my voice. I don't have a lot of capacity. I'm going to be talking very minimally in sessions, if at all. By the end of the week, I had a bit of a nice husky 1-300 kind of a voice going on. The kids will not know what that reference is. The adults, shame on you. No. You will know, because we all make that reference about that husky voice.
But also, what an amazing way to showcase using accessibility tools and assists and things like that. To just go, look, even me, I've got no voice, so here's a different way we can communicate.
There is always more than one way to communicate, and I think in this day and age, we think that effective communication is verbal interaction, but there is body language, there's written communication. You can use talking apps to talk for you. You can type into them or use little word tiles, etc., to piece together a sentence. There are so many ways that we can communicate to others that is not verbally. And I don't know why society has put such a leverage on verbal communication is the pinnacle. That's a Pandora's box for another day, friends.
Yeah.
For another day. All right, an interesting question.
Hit me.
It's a little bit sci-fi.
Oh, okay.
I know this is your genre, a little bit, but maybe not full sci-fi. All right, so there's a lot of dystopian future programs out there.
Yes.
There is a lot of, sci-fi, things gone a bit wayward, and this is end of days, what it'll look like.
Yes.
Do you think neurodivergent people are going to eventually be the only people to walk the earth because we are like the evolved race.
Heck yes. Like,
It's not even a hesitation.
not even a hesitation.
My waxing lady had this theory. Well, she's ripping off hair and electrolysing my armpits. But she said, Trish, I have a theory. And I said, oh, do tell while you're electrocuting my armpits. And she said, I think the neurodivergent people are going to take over society. They're the entrepreneurs. They're the ones that are brave enough and bold enough to have new ideas and execute them.
Yep.
And I think they're going to be the future of society. Like Darwinism, neurotypicals are just going to fade into the distance.
Well, that's it. There's
I snorted and laughed so hard, but actually went, there might be truth in
I've
that.
come across this online where people will say that.
Oh, they're cult groups?
Well, I mean, that neurodivergence is essentially kind of humans' next evolutionary step kind of thing to go from just one brain type that is going to do things to different brain types. But anyway, going back to the whole dystopian future. So my son is 15.
Yep.
He and I share a love of like zombie movies and TV shows and things like
And
that.
Interstellar.
And Interstellar, yes, this is true. So we often, as the thought exercise, probably if you are a male my age and under, you will probably do the exact same thing.
Around 40 is just for the context of the listeners that have not backpedaled yet.
Yep. You game out what you would do in that situation. That's a very frequent long drive.
You actually
I'm on the
converse about
freeway.
how you would survive a dystopian future with each other.
Me and my son have a plan.
That's full
and
fucked, man.
we're not preppers. I promise.
You're not doomsday preppers.
We're not preppers.
Okay.
But it's just things like,
I'm a
okay, so
prepper.
we watch The Walking Dead. We actually watched World War Z last night, the Brad Pitt movie, zombie movie.
Is that new?
No, it's like 10, 12 years old.
There's a zombie movie with Brad Pitt in it?
Yeah.
Is it young, hot Brad Pitt? Or
Well,
older?
it's 15 years older Brad Pitt, so still quite youngish looking Brad Pitt.
Still easy on the eye.
Not old man racing driver Brad Pitt from recent. Yeah, he's not playing the old man character anymore. He's
Okay.
he's got two probably like one 12-year-old kid and one like 9 or 8-year-old kid in it as well. So, yeah. Anyway, and we often have this conversation. So here in Australia, the big box hardware store, Bunnings, it's just like, okay, so where do we go? And it's just like, well, the first thing is you want to try and get somewhere like Bunnings and barricade that off, because then you've got all your supplies that you need and things like that. It's for fortifying things, for building new stuff. You can get stuff in there to purify your water.
Barricade yourself in bloody Bunnings.
But if there's a zombie
Tim would be
apocalypse,
frothing for your end of days
Tim and I are
decision.
going to have so many good chats on the weekend.
Oh my gosh, you're
this is
going to
gonna
be
be
like barricaded up. Oh my gosh, at least there's a coffee machine in Bunnings now.
That's it.
Playground.
I mean, the plan used to be my old workplace because it was a big giant warehouse with almost nothing in it. And I'm just like, and the solar panels on the roof of both buildings either side, not on that one, but then and then a little gardening strip easement out the back where you could plant some crops that's all fenced in.
Oh my
And
gosh,
just like,
they even have crops at Bunnings.
exactly, that's it.
Heck yeah.
You can grow more food.
All right, well,
Yep.
let me into your little society of
But anyway.
survival.
Not just my game plan, but I reckon, like, I used to think of myself, and I didn't know how to explain it. It was like, I like collecting skills, is
Okay.
how I used to put it once.
Yeah, you're an ADHD, of course you're
Was it?
collecting
And
skills.
then I learned I had ADHD. I'm just like, oh no, that's just how my brain works. But I'm just like, someone will ask me, you're just like, well, how you do that? And I'm just like, well, at one point, 15 years ago, I spent a month watching YouTube videos about that. So I can tell you exactly how to do that particular thing and could probably give it a go if I wanted to. And so,
I can do macrame.
yeah,
I can make a macrame pot hanger.
excellent.
I don't know if that will help us with our survival.
No, but
No. Just straight out.
no, well, no, as in I don't know. I'm just like, no, I don't know either. But I mean, maybe we need to hang lots of pots to get.
Well, I can make a
the seeds
cargo
up
net,
there.
essentially. It's
There we
essentially
go.
like making a
Perfect.
cargo net.
Exactly.
They would
yeah.
probably sell cargo nets at Bunnings.
They probably would, but I reckon Bunnings, there'll be a lot of competition at Bunnings. So the other option is then just to go up into the country to
On Mitre 10.
my brother-in-law's place, who's a cop, and let him protect us. So
Okay.
it's the other option.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you for answering my
worries.
question about that. It is
I
your
like it.
turn.
It is my turn.
This is essentially a get to know you, but like by just like ousting each other with really random.
So this is really annoying because you answered one of my other questions in the last question.
Oh, did
So one of
I?
my questions was going to be what made you start thinking about an ADHD diagnosis, and you flipping answered it without me even
Because
asking
I'm
it.
holistic and I think ahead. No, that was a fluke. But I did sound
They
like
saw the look I was giving.
I sounded sure of myself. Read to me.
Are you going to be this unhinged in your 80s?
In my 80s?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. If there is a hot male nurse, I'm going to be like, oi, buddy, you want to sponge bath me?
Okay, in this situation, is Tim also still around? Is he in the nursing home room next to you?
Nah, he'll be part of my smutty jokes. I'll be like, you've got saggy balls and saggy boobs. Which one first?
It's like, I'll lift, you can wipe.
I'm not lifting anything when I'm 80. I'm just going to be like, you turn me over like a sausage roll on the bench. Lovely jubbly. It's going to be great. No, I reckon I'm going to have the most fun when I'm 80 because there's no ramifications. What are they going to do? Kill me off?
Yeah.
And I'm going to be a good time in the nursing home. I'm going to have a disco room. I'm going to be playing bingos, legs 11, legs 11, whatever. I'm going to be doing it.
Yep.
All of the things. I'm going to be like telling the people in the kitchen I don't want any of that pureed everything. I want some good like beef bourguignon or something.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to ask for some good stuff.
Maybe by then 17-time MasterChef winner Trish Burke will be there catering for the rest of the nursing home.
The best of the best.
Exactly.
Back for the repeat win.
Yeah,
back
exactly.
to win.
And just like, okay, we've realised no one else is as good, so we bring her back again.
Yes,
It
I
could
will be
happen.
unhinged. If you were in a nursing home, would you be unhinged?
Look, honestly,
Unleashed.
unleashed. I mean, I don't want
Oh, sorry, that's unwhipped. I don't want to whip you. Sorry.
I mean, I don't really want to be in a nursing home, to be honest.
I don't think I do either, but
No.
I'm pretty sure I would have shit my children off enough that they would put me in one.
Yes, and especially when you're at the age where you're shitting yourself and your children don't want to deal with that.
Do you know what? It'll be like it'll be excellent because they can just come in and visit you. Other people can take care of you that are being
Yeah.
paid to take care of
Yeah.
you if you have lost your faculties.
Yep.
And it'll be like living on res at uni, but old people. It's 4 o'clock. It's
Yeah.
walking group time.
It's what? No, it's sip and talk time.
Sip and
at-
paint.
Yeah, or whatever it's going to be at 4 o'clock kind of
Oh
thing.
my
That's
gosh!
it,
I'm going to
yeah.
introduce happy hour. And it better have booze.
Oh, well, some of them I've heard some fun stories from.
Applewood in Doncaster is fancy.
Yeah.
It has like a bistro with all the nice foods.
There you go.
Yeah,
Done.
anyway, see, look,
We'll retire there.
things are looking up.
Yep.
We will have to earn a lot of money
I'm
to
going
be
to say
able to go to
this
these
is
places.
going to have to monetize really, really well in the next 40 years.
I don't know how we're going to
Otherwise, neither of
get.
us are
I don't
gonna
know
do
how
it.
we're going to get patronage for
We'll
that.
still be
but
sitting here in 40 years' time going, please like and subscribe.
actually do that and share this with your friends. Thanks. Oh, that's so great. That's so great. All right, let's pare it back. Something a little bit more deep and serious. Do you think we have one soulmate, or do you think we have many people in the world that we are compatible with?
Wowzers.
And, this isn't a dig at our partners, but I'm just curious. We love our partners relentlessly,
Very much.
respectively.
Beth, I love you, and it's only because we're recording that I'm ignoring the message that I saw come into my phone.
Tim, I love you, and I already told you why I'm ignoring you. I'm with Burkie, and we're recording.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yes and no.
Oh, are you judging me for being divorced?
No, not at all. Because I think very much that any relationship has to take active 2 feet in work to make
Of
work.
course. Yeah, love is a decision. It's not
Exactly.
like a euphoric feeling of skipping
Exactly.
the fields.
Because if that was what we were going to base our relationships on, then we'd be changing partners every 5 to 6 months or whatever kind of thing once that shine
You mean
wears
like
off.
Gen Z people? Who are like, I don't like this job. It's been 3 months, or it's 2 minutes from home and I wanted something 1 minute from home. Oh my God.
The commute's too long.
Send help.
We're old and we're back
Send
in
me
Gen
some
Z, it's true.
boomers that will just stay for 10 years. Thanks. Actually not.
Am I a boomer? Because my last 2 jobs were like 10 years.
You're not a boomer. You're a Gen X.
Well, I'm right on. Well,
You're
no.
on the cusp.
I'm a
We're on
millennial,
the cusp.
but because
We're
my dad was so
millennial Gen
old.
Xers,
So
but
my dad was
because our parents-
pre-boomer.
Yeah, my parents were really old, so
Yeah.
that's one at
Yeah.
least. So that's why.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
Old
this
dads
is why we
with younger Asian mums.
have. Oh my God.
Sorry,
Well,
Mum and Dad.
this is a whole side quest. My parents have stopped listening to this podcast. Apparently,
Yeah, I haven't told them
talk
about
too
this
much.
one. They're used to me being all nice and prim and proper on a
Well,
Christian
so-
organisation-funded
same.
podcast.
Apparently, be more normal is something that is wanted.
It's
We're not giving out that
I was about to say,
anymore.
you've taken me back several decades with that phrase.
Shake it off.
Be more
Shake it
normal.
off. No, okay, tell
yes.
me your theory.
So I reckon to some degree, if there was just one person for every person, 95% of us are going to be lonely as hell because we'd never find the person.
Yeah, and the world is big.
Exactly.
What if they're on the other side?
So what if they were born 50 years ago?
Oh, stop. No, in your era.
Bring another dimension into it.
It's got to be in your era.
Okay, in your era.
You can't be talking about light space engineering right now. That's too much.
Sorry. So I don't think there is just the one person. I think there's probably...
Multiple?
No. I think that...
A couple. A smattering.
No, well, I think it's almost like you'd be compatible at some degree with people, but obviously there's people where you're going to be more compatible with, and there'll be a small enough
compatibility.
Exactly. So hopefully you're getting somewhere near the top when you find your partner.
Don't settle for the bottom of the pyramid, guys, because you're going to be working hard.
That's your teenage, early 20 years, get all that stuff over with and realise that, we actually don't have much in common whatsoever. Okay, let's try this again. I'm going to go a few steps up this time.
It's a walk-off, guys. It's a walk-off.
But yeah, because you're going to have to, and I think that's one of the beauty about long-term relationships, and is that you have to choose to keep doing it. And
it's a decision, it's a choice, for sure.
And there's an incredible joy in that, because when you choose and when they choose, that's the most affirming thing in the world.
I love love.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that adequately answers.
Thanks.
Yes, but no. But
yes, but no. But no. But yes. All right.
Your turn.
My turn. Okay, so this might be a bit fun, and you might have to think about this one a little bit more.
Okay.
What is the biggest situation or mistake that your ADHD has gotten you into that you were then able to get out of? So I'm thinking of things like, we've talked before about paying the ADHD tax because you forget to pay a bill, or you buy the same pair of glasses twice online because you buy it at one night and then wake up the next morning and decide to buy it again.
Yeah, this is true. All of which have happened,
all
guys.
Of these things have happened.
All of which have happened.
And you can tell who did it by which one of us wears glasses.
Well, I was happy to admit that it was me. You don't have to make it sound like it just...
But so my example is that, when I was at uni, I decided to do an online elective for one of my...
Oh, this is the one you missed.
The one that I forgot for 12 of the 13
up.
weeks. Yeah. And I didn't show up to that subject until the last week, and then had to do the entire semester's worth of work in 1 week. So is there a big kind of thing that where your ADHD has gotten you into trouble? And then also, or how your ADHD has helped you dig your way out of that?
Well, I pre-ADHD diagnosis, and I'm talking only 3 months pre-ADHD diagnosis, realised that over a year had passed since my year-long accessibility to some courses that I purchased online would expire.
Yep.
But the date had passed. My brain went, Trish, remember that? That's going to be running out about now. You'd set a reminder 3 months ago to do it because the 3 months to go is coming, but you didn't actually set a reminder of
when it was
shit,
it's
happening this week. Which is now a strategy that I have with any subscriptions or 1 month free trial. 3 days before, I have an alarm set to cancel.
Yes.
So I've got safeguards in now.
Yep.
But at the time, I realised, oh heck, the date has lapsed, and I'm not talking about a $200 webinar situation.
Ooh.
I'm talking about some significant coin in the
thousands.
Professional development in the
wow.
thousands. It was a do it at your own pace, which shit thing to do for an ADHDer, because unless you got someone to do it with, an accountability buddy, and you book in days, you're done.
Never gonna happen.
So I emailed them with my tail between my legs, shameful, going, I am really sorry. The date has lapsed. The year has got away from me. It's been a year and I've messed up and I'm really sorry. And can you please help me have an extension? I basically asked for an extension. I've never asked for an extension in my life for an exam, a test, a submission of any description, essays.
Too scared of authority?
I'm bloody afraid of any authority. If they say it's due then, it's due then. Whether I have no legs, no arms, and my brain has had a lobotomy, I will still produce work and hand it in on time for the sake of my integrity. And because I don't need help, obviously.
No.
Anyway, so it was embarrassing to have to ask. But it was such a lot of money, Burkie, such a lot. they wrote back really kindly and said, hey, it sounds like your brain is maxed out. You're in a bit of burnout. We're extending it for 3 months. Why don't you open it up? Why don't you, and they gave me some ideas of what I could do to sort of break it down a little bit. Clearly could read between the lines. I'm a neurodivergent AF ADHDer and struggling. And do you know what?
Yeah.
I didn't execute any of that. And I've lost all of the content.
Oh no!
Thousands of dollars. Sorry, Tim. It was my money at that time, not our money. It was
Not how I thought the story was going to go.
Money. It was work money. But I have since signed up for an in-person PD with this person. And I am very excited. That's in November.
Nice.
And I'm really thrilled about it. And I'm actually now just going, Trish, you didn't know, you didn't have good safeguards in place before your diagnosis formally appeared or you pursued it. And it's okay. We stuff up sometimes. I've actually learnt to use a voice of compassion with myself.
Yeah.
And I think that's my big turnaround in all of this is that as soon as I got my diagnosis, I was a lot more compassionate towards myself because I knew that I wasn't actively being a fuck up or forgetting or actively just not being attentive enough. I just didn't have the ability to be more attentive. And so now I'm just compassionate with myself and, I'm kind to the Trish on the inside.
That's good.
Which is nice. So there was good that came of that in terms of the kindness and compassion that I show myself. My psychologist, if she's listening, would be so bloody proud that I'm using those terms repeatedly about myself.
And it only cost her several $1,000s.
To see the psychologist also. Compounding over the last 8 years, 10 years, 11 years, a lot of years. We should all be seeking help and
we should talk about that
ideas.
Another episode. Let's talk about it in another episode.
We should all be doing that. Anyway,
I like that.
I feel like is it my question or your question?
That's 3 each.
Oh, we were only going to do 3. I feel like we've got time for one more.
I mean, we can go on more.
Yes! Okay. What are your comfort clothing items currently of choice that if you could wear it and ruminate in that clothing all day, every day, wallow in it, what are those? What is that outfit? I want to know.
I mean, I'm wearing the hoodie.
Oh, it's the MacPack hoodie.
This is my favourite hoodie.
Okay.
It is.
How old is it?
It's only a year old.
Okay, so it stood the test of time.
But it stood the test of time, so it's good. It's just that perfect blend of oversized enough to be comfy, but not so oversized that it's impractical to wear out.
So good, love that.
Perfect. If I could find more of them and buy more of them, I probably would.
Have you started doing that already?
Yes, I've started looking at it, and then also you'll notice if anyone knows me throughout the last 5-10 years of my life, there'll be 1 or 2 years where I wore exclusively the North Face t-shirts, and then 1 or 2 years where I wore exclusively this kind of t-shirt because I found another one.
You just hyper-focused on a brand and a thing
and I'm just
at the time.
well, I like the fit, I like the feel, I liked the designs, and so I'm just cool, let's just get a bunch of them. So that, and then I was really, this is funny because
is this pants off Friday? You're just wearing a hoodie around?
At home, it's trackies in winter, it's shorts in summer.
Perfect.
And that's very comfy, but I'd still choose the trackies, I think. But I discovered only a year ago, how good a comfy pair of jeans could actually be.
Oh, when you get the right fit, it's like glove action. So good.
I've got 3 pairs of jeans now, bought the exact same size,
brand,
and
style, everything.
Walked in and went, yes, give me 3 different color options.
Tim has done that too.
It's just I put them on and I'm just it's not, I get home and I'm just I gotta take these things off, they're uncomfortable.
They were made for you.
They were made for me. And I'm just and they're stretchy and I can bend and I can move and I can lounge and I can do all these things. And I'm just this is really cool. So I'm almost in it, to be honest, which is this hoodie. And
it's the outfit.
It's the outfit because...
Socks or no socks? If you're just padding around the house.
Ugg boots.
Ugg boots for
Love my Ugg boots.
If you're not from Australia, Ugg boots are very classic Australian and get yourself some if you're from a colder climate. Worth it.
Best thing ever.
For sure.
Yep. Also saves on your heating bills.
It does indeed. Okay, your question is the last question to ask of me.
Oh dear.
Oh,
better be a good one then.
Ready for this, Jenny.
I was not ready for this. That is correct. Especially
you
when
only picked 3 out of your mini.
did.
You said you wrote options.
I wrote 5, but then you answered one of them anyway.
So then I've left you with the last one.
You have.
It's the final question.
Tell me about you and Tim meeting and how you opened up about your ADHD to him.
Well, Tim, when I met him, was also pre-diagnosis.
Okay.
Legit at the same time as the train wreck of I had to send the email.
Yep.
So I had moved out of the house that I raised my kiddies in, brought them home from hospital in, and lived with my first husband in, which ironically was over the back fence of Tim's set of units. So it was a unit complex that backed onto another unit complex, and he basically, from his office window in his home, overlooked our shared driveway.
Oh, wow.
Of the old property.
Yeah.
Sold that property and needed a new rental, and legit saw the rental sign on the townhouses around the corner, Tim's townhouses, and was like, thank you very much. This is not a hard move. I literally can walk the couch on a trolley around the corner.
Amazing.
And so on the way to work each morning, I would just throw in a few extra things once I got the keys in. And I basically had prayed that there would be a little girl for my youngest to have as a little friend, because she had a couple of little people that moved in and out of those units that we previously lived in that she really loved having a connection with and being able to run down and show them her new whatever and then come back. So I was throwing things in, hot mess, activewear, top knot, messy bun. It was November, so warm in Melbourne, and I was throwing stuff into the garage before the formal move. And Tim pulled up in his car, and by this point I'd done a few trips and I had seen no one. Driveway, the shared driveway was a ghost town. Garage doors shut.
No one speaks to each
Curtains
other.
no one spoke to each other. It appeared like a ghost city. It was a bit weird. But his car pulled up and he left his car parked outside of his garage, which one very seldom you saw that in that complex. And he stepped out and he looked about my age, and I said, "Oh, hi, I'm Trish." And I had this box under my arm and just looked like a drippy hot sweaty mess. I did not look great. I was not looking for trolling for guys. And I introduced myself. I introduced that my kids live with me part-time. He saw the logo on my vehicle and said, "Oh, I know what your people do." And no one knows what an occupational therapist does, really. I do, and I'm very...
Glad you do.
I do it. I do my job, of course.
Yes.
Yes, but he said, "Oh, I know what you do. Your people are on my floor. And, you know, I'm a lecturer up at the uni." And I said, "Oh, you're on the same floor as occupational therapy department?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'm a prosthetist orthotist." And I said, "Oh, you're in allied health?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "Yeah, my daughter lives with me part-time." And I just was like, jaw to the floor, how old is she? Not in a creepy way, but wanted to know.
Yeah.
Anyway, and the next day we did our truck move and the girls met each other and just played in the driveway. And he was just really lovely and warm to talk to.
Yeah.
Approachable, beautiful smile.
Genuinely nice bloke.
Genuinely nice bloke. Gave me a bit of a rundown about the neighbours and who lives where and don't talk to that
The inside
person.
gossip about, who to stay away from.
Yeah, this night is bin night, you know, all of those things that you want to know, even though it was around the corner, but sometimes bin night's on a different night. You can't take your bin out past 9 p.m. because the body corporate has a rule about that, about the noise. The noise. And I was like, oh, gee, rough. Our body corporate didn't have that. And he goes, "Where did you move from?" I see you with the moving van, like little mini moving van that you've been using as well. And it's sometimes parked over my back fence. I'm like, "Oh, yes, like it's just there." And he goes, "Are you kidding?" So we never met. We went to the same uni, had never met. Wow. We were at the same Christian camps like 20 years ago. Okay. Never met. Our churches played inter-church footy with each other. Never physically met. But our friends, like Jane, she recognised him in a photo and was like, "He was at inter-church footy." And I said, "Huh?" And she goes, "Yeah, I remember the eye because he's blind in one eye and his left eye looks different to his right eye and kind of looks glazed over a little bit, and that's the scar tissue." Anyway, we just got to get to know each other organically, which was really beautiful. I was not actually at a point where I even conceptualised that I might want to have another crack at love. I just was like, burnt, scared, shut down, walls are up, and focus on the kids, focus on the business. That's all I could really stomach at that point in time. But the girls got to know each other. And we just organically got to know each other. And I actually really feared the online dating space because people can pretend and be whoever they want to be. They can put up fake photos. They can airbrush them. They can pretend to be a whole persona while chatting to you. And then you meet them and they could be an absolute 70-year-old woman or whatever and you didn't even know.
Exactly.
But I met him organically. I got to see him do normal things like taking his bin out
Yeah.
and getting his mail, and the integrity in which he did that, bringing in his groceries, the fact he didn't slap the bags against the car and whatever, like he was gentle with his apples and that kind of stuff. The way he asked his little one how she wanted her cucumbers cut, whether she wanted them in sticks or in rounds. And I was like, he's being inclusive with how he presents dinner options as well. So for me, that was just like a hole-in-one in terms of just getting to know someone genuinely.
Yeah.
And for our kids to get to know each other genuinely.
What's the age gap between your girls?
A year and a half.
Okay, yeah. So pretty
so
close.
pretty close, which was really lovely. And yeah, they just enjoyed using the big fat chalk and drawing all over the driveway, which apparently also against body corporate rules, but I don't care.
How much fun is it?
I don't live there right now.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter, Parramatta.
Yep.
And then eventually the rain comes, or you could just get a bit hefty with the hose. All good in the hood. So that's how we met.
It's amazing.
And then, just before Christmas, so we met in the middle of November. Just before Christmas, I gave him my card and said, hey, I'm having some parcels delivered and they're going to land on my doorstep. Would you mind taking them in? I would ordinarily have asked my old neighbours, but like they live now around the corner.
Exactly, yeah.
And like, you know, our kids would have played together. So I figured he's not a psychopath.
Yeah, exactly.
And he wears an apron when he cooks. Like, he must be all right. And no joke, Burkie, he was like, thanks, no problem. Yeah, I can bring it in and keep it safe for you. Wouldn't want some skulker, you know, grabbing your gear. And so I was really appreciative, drove off to have my family Christmas. He texted me like 15 minutes later to say, first package delivered and secured, which was hilarious. And that became a little ping pong of text messages while I was on my drive, safely using CarPlay.
Yes.
And then, you know, a little bit more intensive messaging. And then it got to the point where my friends are like, Trish, how many messages have there been today? And I said, today, let me just count. And then 30 minutes later, after multiple scrolls and saying, there's probably about 140. Do you think he likes me? And they're like, oh my gosh, Trish, if a guy texts you more than one word, let alone 40 text messages, let alone 140 between the two of you, and it looks like ping pong, not just you flooding the text. And so there was a lot of obviously self-doubt and a loss of confidence for both of us because Tim's been married previously too. And, you know, when there's past history, there's always hurt and there's always fear and insecurity around what a future could hold with somebody else. And especially when you have kids in the mix. Yeah. So we both went into it cautious, but Tim, he will not admit this on to the public space that no game. At the end, I just had to go.
It's like, she's just a really good conversationalist on text.
This text messaging has gone on long enough. It has been 2 months, and if this was the olden days where we just got our phones, I would be broke. And my parents would be yelling at me because that many text messages a day paid per 25 cents per 120 characters.
When Beth and I met, my phone bill went from like $60 a month. The first month I met Beth, $320 a month. Text messages.
It's a sign of true love.
Yep.
True love lasts a lifetime.
Yep.
And both of us feel very blessed to have found a second chance at love. I was the one that actually was like, hey, I text him because, you know, still a wuss. I just said, hey, I fancy you and I think you like me too. Please write back. I did open it with, because I'm not in year 9 anymore and my friend can't ask your friend and we can't pass each other notes in science class, I'm going to put it out there and be the ballsy one and be brave. I fancy you and I think you like me too. Then I saw the 3 dots. This is after we'd been ping-ponging and then 3 dots and then they stopped. And I held my breath and I wrote, can you please write something because I am holding my breath and I might die, actually. And he goes, oh, sorry, I'm just pulling over because I was driving and I didn't want to be illegal because he didn't have CarPlay. So he had basic car. Older car, not basic. It is basic compared to mine. And he goes, I just wanted to pull over because I wanted to give this conversation the full attention it deserves, which I was like, oh my gosh. And then he goes, I do like you too. I don't just write this much to everyone. And I was like, I was starting to wonder whether every new neighbour got that service. Yeah. Come over for home-cooked pizza. Let's text prolifically and have some, puzzle and wine nights that never go anywhere. no touching, no hanky-panky. I was like, this
Purely?
guy's weird. Maybe he's not into girls. But he was just very respectful and also being very cautious. So there's a
amazing.
very long-winded answer. Sorry,
Love it.
Burkie.
No, I love it.
That's our love story. Now Beth will be
That's really
spitting
cool.
chips because she didn't get to hear that story.
She'll get to hear it. That's
I
fine.
will replay.
Exactly. She won't listen to this before we're hanging out next. So
This is true. I'll get to give her the live version.
Exactly.
Tim can
Exactly.
add his tidbits.
yes.
That's even funnier.
And we can ramp it up to make more fun of him.
Hey Tim, we heard you had no game.
Yay!
How did you ask Trish out? Oh, you didn't? Did she plan the proposal? Oh, that's interesting. No, I didn't plan that. He did it all by himself. He's so beautiful. He's so beautiful. Well, we are Trish and Burkie.
Yeah, that's
and
us.
James.
Yeah, last I checked. I don't.
this is
I don't
really
mind.
funny
We've
because-
never done an outro with two co-hosts. We don't know what we're doing
We
now.
are the OG Real Zealers, and we believe that you should get yourself some Real Zeal. Bye. Do I have anything in my teeth?
No, you do not. Do I?
You said no before you even fucking looked. It sounds like some kind of water leak.
It does.
We're going to investigate.
Yes.
Pause that thought. And we'll keep it rolling because that's authentic. It's so good. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I got too excited.
You're strong. It's stinging. It's stinging.
I'm sorry.